the International Rescue Committee has become used, I'm afraid, to the abuse of the rights of civilians in conflict around the world. We call it the age of impunity. And what we are seeing in the images that are being conveyed is obviously shocking, but sadly, it's not surprising for anyone who's watched the war or participated in trying to do humanitarian effort in the wars in Syria or elsewhere.
How shocked are you, David, at the alleged brutality of the Russians?
Well, I hope that every human being retains a sense of shock at human beings, and I don't even want to say some of the things that are alleged, but let's call it the brutalization of other human beings. I hope that we retain a capacity for shock. It's very, very important that the alleged crimes really are documented because justice needs to be pursued. In a world without accountability, impunity feeds on itself.
But looking at President Zelensky addressing the United Nations just a few days ago, what more can be done? He is there appealing for his country. And of course, because Russia has a veto, they can't do anything. So what is the role of the UN Council? Should it be dissolved, as he's saying?
Well, I think you're right to raise the importance of President Zelensky's speech. He called not just for an appeal to help Ukraine, he called for a refounding of the United Nations. And I think that this will be a war that has pivotal consequence. We've been arguing that in cases of humanity, of which there are a number in the world, the veto at the Security Council should be abandoned. At the moment, only France supports that position. I think it is also very, very important that the rights to aid that civilians are meant to have, not just the right to life, but the rights to aid, are upheld. But there's no question, to my mind, that 6 weeks into the war, it's not gone as many people expected. I fear, frankly, that it's going to go on for quite a long time.
David, of course, you were a former UK Foreign Secretary from 2007 to 2010. You had dealings with Putin. What, in your opinion, do you think his end game is here?
Well, I think that the end game is about the glory of Mother Russia. And there are two very significant aspects of the impetus, I think, for his decision-making at the moment. One, there's a very deep sense of victimhood, victimhood for what he perceives to be a great power that's been laid low by the mistreatment of others. And second, there's a high degree of contempt for liberal societies. And so those two things, victimhood on the one hand, sense of contempt on the other, have fed into this idea that the way to build a great Mother Russia again is a reuniting of Russia and Ukraine in defiance of all historical parallels and historical records. And in that sense, his end game was might makes right.